What's up, everybody? It's Old Man Winter 8 for Sun and Ski Sports, and we're going to find out if the Salomon Huck Knife is a wise buy for you. So the Salomon Huck Knife is probably one of the most recognized boards from Salomon. You really see this graphic a lot when you're looking at a lot of the contests and a lot of the pro riders riding those things online. And it is one of those boards that anybody that rides it really seems to like it. And it does have a camber design through the middle with a lot of camber, and then they do a tiny bit of rocker up in the nose and tail, but you really want all that power through the middle of the board, just a slight little bit of a catch-free feel up in the nose and tail, and also helping to smooth out the transition from edge to edge. But it really truly is a board that has a ton of power through the middle of it. And when it comes to a lot of the Salomon boards, they're really big on their core profiles. This has their Popster booster core, and basically where it's a little bit thinner underneath your feet and just a little bit thicker inside and outside of your bindings. And what this does is it gives a nice, easy, soft board feel, but you're getting the pop and the power of a stiffer board. You're also getting the extra stability of a stiffer board, because when you lean on this thing, whether you're leaning this way or that way, you're getting that little bit of a stiffer feel. So basically your binding doesn't feel like it's this wide, it feels like it's about this wide on the board. And even though it has that little bit easier feel overall, it does have a mixed glass inside. So instead of just doing a biax fiberglass, they also have a layer of triax as well. So you're getting a little extra spring and a little extra pop, but it allows them to have a board that again still has that nice, easy, smooth feel, not just along the length of the board, but also torsionally when you're twisting it in and out of turns. And then in addition to that, when you are sending this thing into the air, we have some carbon stringers up in the nose and tail, so you're getting the extra spring, extra pop and power. You can even see them a little bit through the top sheet here, where there's one going straight and then two kind of going out towards your contact points. So you are getting, again, that extra pop and power, but you're also getting pressure push towards your edges so it can hold an edge better, and you're also getting that extra stability, so if you do land a little heavy on one of the other tips, it wants to set you down towards the middle of the board so you're not whipping out from the back or going out the front when you land a little too heavy towards one of your tips. And as we roll around towards the bottom, when we look at the sidewalls, we have those royal rubber pads underneath your feet, absorbing vibrations so the board can hold a little bit better edge, and most importantly, they're adding durability, so if you're hitting features that are a little bit harder than snow, it's going to help increase the durability of the edge, and you're not going to be cracking your edges. And then also we have a freestyle bevel on the edges too, so they've actually lifted that up, so if you are riding some of those metal features, it helps make that a little less likely to catch. But when you are carving on this thing from edge to edge on the snow, you're not going to notice a huge difference. And then obviously with the board with all these high-end features, when we move to the bottom, we're going to have a high-end base. We are going to have a sintered base that's going to be very durable and very fast. But is the Salomon Huck Knife a wise buy for you? Well, this is definitely for those intermediate to advanced riders who love to lap the jumps and the park all day long. Whether you're sending this thing off the jumps or if you're just ollieing off of the snow in general, that extra camber and that carbon in the nose and the tail gives this thing explosive power. But also with all of that in mind, if you are somebody who says, you know what, I ride the park a lot, but I'm only going to have one board for this season, this isn't a horrible board to ride as an all-mountain board. It's just probably not going to be jumping into the trees and powder on. But if you got any questions about anything we talked about in this video, definitely leave some comments down below. Also make sure to like and subscribe to the Sun and Ski YouTube channel, and make sure to head on into your local Sun and Ski to check out the new Salomon Huck Knife, or if you don't have one nearby, no problem, just check them out at sunandski.com.